It's your boy J Steph, man. We back at it again with another UK drill reaction. All right, getting into this gang beef. So I'm pretty sure that I've heard about this particular situation with V2, and I believe this was, I don't know who the was it Black Gang? It's in Wolverhampton. So last video was Wolverhampton. This one is Wolverhampton, and I'm pretty sure he gonna break down the specifics of the case because I feel like we heard the like kind of like the icing, not really got into the meat and potatoes, like what else happened, what transpired, what they got. So yeah, we finna tap in, bro. Yeah, he was stabbed 43 times. Again, RIP to him. Yeah, it's about to get wicked. So be sure to tap them links down below, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Everything you need is in the description, man. And let's get it, bro. Let's get it. Let's see what's going on. Shout out to Graham Diaries, bro. Shout out to you, bro. Hope you're doing well. Keep doing your thing, man. And I'm gonna keep reacting to your content, man.
Also known as K-Sav, the 15-year-old boy who decided to switch gangs and was stabbed to death 43 times by members of his previous gang.
You can't do
Whilst
that.
his final moments were caught on
Oh
CCTV.
my gosh. Yeah, I never saw the CCTV. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's him. I saw this, but I never seen him get chased, bro.
2018. It's been a difficult, long, complex investigation.
He's just 15 years old. He's still a baby.
Gosh, they are running down.
Nobody deserves anything like this.
This story takes place in Wolverhampton, a city
Boy.
located in the West Midlands of England. The two Wolverhampton gangs that are relevant to this case are BG, aka V2,
So it was
and Triz,
BG.
aka V3,
BG and
whose
Triz.
gang beef is full of tit-for-tat violence. BG, also known as V2, is a gang based around the WV2 postcode in Wolverhampton. It's believed that BG stands for Black Gang, with their most well-known member being M. Loose,
Yeah,
who picked up traction in the music scene because of how disrespectful and violent his music was.
What if I bore my man in his head, he'll probably bleed out his brain and collapse.
V2
bro,
will beef another Wolverhampton
crazy,
gang
bro.
called Triz, also known as V3. And this gang beef is crazy because they're pretty much minutes away from each other, only being separated by a single street. The V3 gang is based in the WV3 postcode in the Meridor estate. The earliest reporting of the violence between the two gangs goes back to January 2018, when V2 members went on a ride out in the V3 estate that ended with a 14-year-old Triz member getting stabbed in the stomach and a 15-year-old boy being taken to the hospital after being stabbed in the hand and leg. K-Sav and a friend he's known since primary school, called Rico, would be members of the V3 gang from the young age of 13. K-Sav would appear in multiple V3 music videos where he disrespects his rivals, with the most popular one being under the name of Postcode Kings.
I don't understand these, man. True. I'll start stopping up, man. You'll start lying for the fans. Pull up on Duke or C. Beg up, please don't dash. Work rate's mad and bro. They only have work rate with their tracks.
However, what K-Sav could have never predicted is that in the space of a year, two of the people in that same music video with him would be the ones stabbing him multiple times until he died.
Damn.
For unknown reasons, K-Sav, part of V3, will switch gangs and now become a member of their biggest rival, V2. This will throw a spanner into the friendship of K-Sav and Rico, as they now went from childhood friends into sworn enemies, all because of a postcode they don't even own. This is the sad reality of being involved in a gang life at such a young age.
But look though, bro, like you can't just switch gangs and expect it to be all handy and dandy, bro. That's not, they not finna rock with that, bro. And the hatred is going to rise up because you was once on that side. Now that you've switched sides, it's like they on your ass, bro. And it's like I never understood the switching of gangs when one, I'm pretty sure they know where you live at. I'm pretty sure they know where your moms live at. I'm pretty sure they know the spot you like to hang out at. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure they know all that, bro. These was your men at a point in time. And to just switch, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to find you. You know what I mean? They're going to find you, bro. So, like, it's just, man, it's a horrible situation, bro. Again, RIP to him, bro. Like, nobody deserved to die. Nobody deserved to get stabbed 43 times. Like, 43 times is wicked, bro.
K-Sav would now start dissing his old gang and the people he was affiliated with, burning the bridge between him and his old gang. It was said that he would become really close to the BGV2 gang member previously mentioned called M. Loose. But with the switch up, he now had to watch his back for his old friends who were now after him.
Yeah.
Just a couple months after the switch up, K-Sav and his dad were driving through the V3 gang area where they spotted K-Sav's childhood friend, Rico. It said that an altercation broke out, with K-Sav's dad having to disarm Rico, who was telling K-Sav to come around the corner whilst holding an axe in his hand. K-Sav was able to get out of the situation unharmed, but this was just the start of the craziness that was going to go down over the next couple months.
That's situation one.
On May 29th, 2018, a brawl between V3 and V2 members will break out in the Wolverhampton city centre. And in a recording by a bystander, you can see multiple teens with machetes chasing and trying to slash each other in broad daylight, with pedestrians and children around.
These niggas, bruh. Broad daylight,
K-Sav,
nigga.
who wasn't at the scene at the time, caught wind of what happened and asked his mum to drop him off around the V2 area so he could check up on his friends. In CCTV footage, you can see him walking to his friend's house when it said that members from another gang called EB that also beef with the V2 gang shot at K-Sav, but he managed to get away with the bullets barely missing him. This situation here should have been a wake-up call for K-Sav that things weren't going his way, but as the day went on, things were not over yet. Only a few hours
I'm
later,
sorry for pausing, but like, it just don't make sense to me why you keep playing with your life like that, bro. First of all, you in enemy territory, the gang that you just left a month ago. You're in there a month later, right? Walking, bait face, by yourself, on the phone, not on point. You get shot at. God spares your life. Take your ass in the house, bruh. And if you can, y'all can go find the reaction. I don't know where the video is at. It's probably in one of the playlists. Y'all can go find it. I said this multiple times. Take your ass in the crib. Why are you outside? I would lay low for about a good 5 to 6 months. I wouldn't pop out. I wouldn't be nowhere I'm supposed to be at. I would go, if I switch sides, I'm going to go on there to the switch side and just stay over on that side for a little bit, right? They still going to remember me or whatever like that, but like, come on, man. Like, you was just playing with your life at that point. Why? Why would you go back over there? For what?
so around 11 p.m, K-Sav and M. Loose were driving around Langley Road when their car broke down. They tried to fix it themselves but couldn't, so decided to take a taxi instead.
So M. Loose was with him?
Hey,
Hey, how's the game going?
on bottom of the ninth.
As the cab was pulling up, V3 members Zeno and Rico, along with 2 EB members, started running to the taxi screaming K-Sav's name, Keelan. You see, the 2 gangs had already hatched up a plan to kill both K-Sav and M. Loose that night. They had failed to kill M. Loose in the altercation at the city centre
So M. Loose
and
was
failed
at
to
the
assassinate K-Sav
Wow.
when he was walking down the street alone, so they had to catch them later that same day. The group, whilst running to the taxi, pulled out zombie knives, which is when M. Loose hopped out of the taxi and started running for his life.
Oh my
K-Sav, on the
God.
other hand, pleaded for the taxi driver to drive, but he was frozen in fear when the teenagers hit the taxi's hood with a machete. The teenagers would drag K-Sav out the taxi and proceeded to stab him 43 times, which is honestly insane. Witnesses were watching horror as they saw the 15-year-old getting attacked for what was said to be 20 whole seconds as his blood spills across the street. The attackers will flee the scene whilst the police and ambulance arrived, but it was too late, and 15-year-old K-Sav, aka Keelan Wilson, was pronounced dead at the scene. The police, when attending the crime, even said that it looked like something out of a horror movie. An investigation was now launched into the murder of 15-year-old Keelan Wilson. In the weeks following the murder, around 9 people were arrested but released under investigation due to the lack of evidence. A year later, 3 men will be arrested in relation to the murder. Naheem Tampo, aka Rico from V3, Zane Pennant Phillips, aka Zeno from V3, and Tariq King, who was part of the EB gang. But the police were missing one more suspect, and after a year of going through evidence and forensics, they found their fourth suspect, Brian Sassa, who was also part of the EB gang.
Wow.
All four suspects will plead not guilty, stating that they were not involved in the murder of Keelan Wilson. The case will now be heard in the Wolverhampton Crown Court in May 2020. The prosecution will argue that this was gang-related crime in a killing between opposing gangs V3 and V2. The prosecution claimed that the four defendants, part of the V3 gang, had killed Keelan in retribution for switching gangs. The gang had planned a murder as they knew Keelan was going to be in the area after failing to assassinate him.
I ain't gonna lie, I did not know that M. Luce was there that night. That's something that was not mentioned when I was watching that joint. I did not know M. Luce was there. Why didn't you get the hell on with M. Luce? Why didn't you run with M. Luce, nigga? Like, man, bro. Again, RIP to him, bro. I'm not saying this to say, like, in a clowning way or anything like that. I'm just trying to understand. Like, I get it. Like, some people freeze up in situations like that, man. I'm just saying, like, boy, I would have, man, like, instinct. It's just instinct. Danger is coming, nigga, you run. Danger is coming, nigga, you cut. Danger is coming, nigga, you run until you don't got no breath no more, bruh. Like,
Earlier that day,
Lord.
the prosecution gathered fingerprints, CCTV footage, and witness statements to back their case, with one of their witnesses being Keelan's dad, Gary Wilson, who told the jury that Keelan and one of the suspects, Naheem Tampo, used to be friends. He also told the jury about a situation when Rico tried to attack Keelan with an axe. There were several key pieces of evidence linking the four suspects to the murder of Keelan. Naheem Tampo was found in possession of clothing containing Keelan's blood the day after his death.
And he didn't
The
even burn
DNA and
it.
fingerprints of Brian Sassa and Zane Pennant Phillips were found on the door handle of the taxi that they dragged Keelan from.
Wow.
We have some DNA on some clothing relating to Nini Tampo, and Brian Sasso was also linked to the taxi forensically as well from one of their door handles.
So y'all doing this with no gloves on. No gloves on.
Police will find rap lyrics on Naheem's phone, referencing him stabbing and killing Keelan, showing that he was there at the scene of the crime. Brian Sassa, Naheem Tampo, and Tariq King were found guilty and sentenced to 18 years in prison. Zane Pennant Phillips got a reduced sentence of 17 years in prison, as he had no prior convictions. The crazy thing about all this is that if we go back to the V3 music video that Keelan was in, both Naheem and Zane were present in that video, and now they're doing life in prison for the murder of someone who used to be their friend. The thing I find mad about this case is that all these teenagers were so young when all of this happened, and now you got a dead 15-year-old kid with three 17-year-old kids sitting behind bars as they throw away the rest of their youth by being involved in the gang life. Keelan's mum will speak on the situation, and you can hear the pain in her voice as she talks about her dead son.
Every time I speak on it, it just brings up things that are just impossible to talk about. Everybody knows.
Man, we don't gotta see the mother crying, man. Come on, man. Look, dog, just a sad situation. I'm telling y'all, the streets is dead. They will find you. If y'all learn anything from these reactions today, they will find you, nigga. They will find you. So before you hop in that ride, again, you niggas have to be smarter. Y'all, it's so many factors. Look, man, y'all know what I'm trying to say, bruh. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But ultimately, the streets is dead. Leave that stuff alone, man. Get you a job, get you a girl, get you a crib, stay out the way. Hit your little weed, whatever you gotta do. Play the game, do something, make music. Not about this, because they getting y'all for lyrics too, all right? We seen that with KO months ago, you know what I'm saying? And he's locked, all right? Streets is dead. Leave it in the past, man. I'm gone. It's your boy.